Thing as you spoke, and it started.
Okay, great. So welcome everyone. I'm about to rejoin with the camera. And we'll start the official stream right away. Can you guys see me better this time?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. So I'll start the event.
Yeah.
And we'll start as we did. So by a quick round. Let's make it quick, and then we'll Hugo, can you share your screen also as well? So hello everyone. Like every week, we'll present what we've done this week and the week before, because we also didn't do a weekly last week, and we also will give you the opportunity to talk with us and to give us feedback and then ask questions. This week we'll start by announcing, presenting what we've done by doing a quick round, and then everyone will do it in details. So myself, I worked on the blacklist feature for agents last week. The blacklist feature allow you to say that you're gonna you'll blacklist a given GWT token to deny an agent workers from being able to connect to the server, even though it's not expired and is still valid. Second thing is we've done UX improvement on the flow builder. A few of them, they're actually both pretty visible, but also pretty discrete. But they're very cool, and that's it for me. Deny an agent workers from being able. I can some echo. I don't know
Yeah, that
who
was
is.
me. Sorry.
Never mind.
I was just
Yeah.
looking at the YouTube stream and making sure it was working. But yeah, I can continue. This week I've nothing to show, unfortunately, but I was working on continuing the work on GitSync mostly, and a lot of work on small troubleshooting, support, and bug fixes. Hugo?
On my side, I've been working on improvements to the AI flow chats. Basically, we made it easier to basically see what the AI is doing as it's adding steps and stuff to your flow. And we've also added a few smaller features to it, and I'll show this to you later. Todd, you want to go next?
Yes, on my side, nothing concrete to show. I've been working on internal stuff, mainly improving our AI usage internally in Windmill. So yeah, nothing to demo really.
And just a quick note, Henry. I think you're focusing on me for the YouTube videos. Could you maybe focus on the?
Oh, no, it's good. It's good.
Okay, right. Please continue.
Yep. So Diego, maybe if you wanna go next.
Yeah, I can. Can I show my screen? Hugo, you have to stop the screen share, I think.
No. I mean, you can just talk about what you're gonna present. You don't need to
Oh,
show anything.
okay.
Just very briefly.
Yeah, so I'm working on something called the assets. So you can basically use anything like strad, like a S3 resource or a database resource, and it will be detected, and you'll have a page to see everywhere where it was used. So it's very practical. Yeah. I don't know who didn't go.
Farhad, I think you didn't go.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did. Maybe I can mention. Yeah, maybe I can mention that I'm working on Duck Lake too. So that there will be native support for Duck Lake in DuckDB. Yeah.
Maybe while Jaiba is joining, I can mention that we'll soon, hopefully beginning of next week, have a new whole tour of Windmill, like demo video. Yeah, it's both for like new users and even I think Users who know Windmill can still discover some features since Windmill is evolving super fast. So we'll have this video beginning of next week on our landing page, especially.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. I think we've changed a lot of things on Windmill since last year. The demo video is 1 year old now, so it's quite in need of a refresh. So I think, Henry, if you can focus on the screen share, I'll just talk pretty briefly about the improvement that we've done.
Yeah, done.
I'm here.
The first thing you're gonna notice is the settings bar is much cleaner, giving more space to the graph. I think a lot of the focus for the last 2 months is to actually move back a lot of more information on the graph. It makes things cleaner, it's more intuitive. So there's something that are a bit more discrete. But if Hugo, you want to focus on a node, you're going to see the new in and out. And so we had out before, but we've decided to also add in because this will allow you to also have the ability. And we added a run button on the left on the node. And this allows a lot more interactivity because you can now basically test a step directly from the graph. You can also modify the input directly from the graph. So you can modify the in, it will basically show you the test step and what to run. And what you've seen very briefly on the bottom right is that we've also preloaded the loads from the run from history when you're loading a step, so that you don't, if you're editing a flow, you don't necessarily have to test it to be able to already have a sense of the shape of the output, which is going to work really, really well with all the AI improvement that we've done, because now with the information about the shape of the output, the AI builder is going to be able to understand a lot more the relationship between the steps. So it's all part of a massive effort to really make the flow builder the best that it can be. And so it goes both with UX improvements. Some are more discrete, some are more noticeable, and the other big area is AI, which Hugo and Farhad are working a lot on. The other thing that we've worked on, and I think I don't know, Hugo, if you can show it or not, but it's a blacklist feature. If you cannot show it, it's very simple to understand. It's in the workers page on the within the button that would allow you to, you cannot see it on your account, but basically for enterprise users, you could create agent tokens and agent workers that were remote and only needed a GBT token. So GBT token uniquely identify the workers and as an expiry. But we had the case where customers wanted to be able to blacklist, to say, even though the worker is a valid token, I want to deny the ability to connect to the cluster. And so we've just added a blacklist feature to allow it to do it. Maybe Hugo, you can directly go next for smooth transition.
Yes. So let me keep sharing my screen then. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, we've made a few improvements to the AI chat. So here I've already put some prompt in, and so that it goes quicker. But basically, it will go as before. So we will do all your step, everything you added, fill in the step inputs, fill the correct flow inputs, etc. But what we added is all the UI stuff you see on the left here and also at the bottom here, where basically you can accept and reject each individual action. So obviously green is new step, but you also have like this orange. So here we changed the flow inputs. Right now we have this diff button, which basically will open the YAML of this specific model. So in this case, it's flow input, so will be the flow inputs. And then you can see what was changed. And then, yeah, you can accept, reject, etc. And of course, as the AI is getting better and we see really good results with our chat, you can also easily accept everything. And it will basically just, it will just accept the changes and save them. In addition, we also added a few other things. For instance, every time you send a message, we'll save a snapshot of your flow. So for instance, if you made a mistake and you want to go back, you can easily revert. So yeah, at the beginning, I didn't have anything, so that's why I have nothing now. And also sometimes the AI might fail and you might want to try again. And we have this little button here, which will restart the process of generating with the same error message. So this is already quite an improvement, we think. We've also, but there are still a few things we want to add. First is for this retry button, will also allow you to edit the prompt so that you can basically, like if you made a mistake or something, you can easily reuse what you wrote. And second, as you saw before, there was this diff button. So we think the YAML view is quite good because it can give you quite a good view of what changed, but we will also directly show the changes in the right panel, so you can also see there what was changed. I think that's all for me. Maybe just one last thing is we also worked on the prompts a lot because we had really good results with Claude, but we had results with GPT-4 and 4.1 were a bit not as good. So we worked on this, and we think you should get better results now as well. Cool. Diego, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Sharing my screen. Okay. Is this working? Yeah. So for the moment being, the assets are only supported in DuckDB, but they will be in TypeScript and Python too. So now you can add a resource like that. So you can attach to a database and you can select from it or something like db.public like that. And as you can see, it automatically detected that you use an asset, and it will detect when there's a change. You can also add an S3 object, like so. And yeah, you can explore it. It's very practical. There's a new asset page, so you can track where your assets are used if you use them in a lot of flows or scripts. For example, you can see that this one was used in 2 scripts, and you can check out the scripts, and you can also manage the assets. It's not on this branch, but I've been working on Duck Lake, so you'll be able to do something like attach Duck Lake Windmill. I'm not too sure on the syntax for now, but you'll be able to do something like that, and it automatically works with the catalog database and stuff. So yeah, that's all for me.
And if I can add some context to this, it's part of a larger rework of how to use Windmill for data pipelines and ETL. So the thing that we're missing is basically this asset abstraction, because a lot of the difference between a workflow engine and a data pipeline or an ETL tool is about this concept of assets, where you can not only visualize the logic, but also materialize and understand what are the outputs and inputs in terms of data sets. And so a lot of other frameworks, what they will do is that they will ask you to explicitly mention what is an asset, what is not an asset. What we've done is we do something that I think is a lot nicer than that, which is we extend what we already do with parsing, where you basically will be we import the parts, the imports and the arguments, and then we extend that to the code itself, where we use assets. So assets will be automatically detected. So be it resources, S3 assets, Duck Lake data sets, without you having to do anything special, which will allow for a lot more interactivity without having to be explicit about it, or at least without having to be redundantly explicit, since you already are mentioning them in your code. And then the larger vision is that even in the flow definition and the flow UI, you will be able to see new nodes as assets, so that you can be a full data pipeline tool. So this is just the first step, and it's the most important step, which is detecting the assets and having this asset abstraction. But basically, everything that is about data pipelines is actually about assets, and so this is a fundamental abstraction underlying it all. So there's a lot more work to be done, but we think we found the right abstraction to work on data pipelines, and you will see a lot more improvements coming soon. So who wants to go next? I guess Farhad, you already you don't have much to show this week, so we can go directly to Deriba.
Okay, so this week I was working on improving the scopes with the Windmill token. So now you can allow access to the part of the API or not. Before you could only like restrict it to jobs, but now you can do it for the whole API. And you do as before, you just have to create a token and choose you use custom scopes and you choose the scopes that you want for that token. So when you share it, they can only access the part of that API that match that token. For now,
you're showing Discord if, in case you were thinking you were showing your browser.
Okay. It's okay?
Yep.
You see my browser now?
Yep.
Okay, like I was saying, now you can create a token, but this time that token can have custom scopes, and you can choose it. So you can share a token that will have restrict access and can only manage what you want the token to. For example, a token that should only run flows, you would choose run flow, and like if it's a store, it will take all the resources. But if you want to choose a specific flow, just put the path here, and the token will be created like such, and you can share it with anyone to use it, and they could only run flows and things like that. And there is a lot of option for the whole API, and you choose whatever access you want to give for that specific token.
So the UI is still work in progress, but
Exactly,
what's important is that it aligned very well with what the way scopes work in traditional, more serious infrastructure tools, where scopes can be fine-grained and they can be fine-grained about everything. So we're making everything scopable, and it will allow you a lot more fine-grained control